pull up a chair at the Gentleman's Roundtable. July 28th, 7:30 p.m. Central, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Tonight, the boys talk pins with Pinheads pins. And this one is going to be the bomb.
That was so sick.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back.
I really like that, guys.
That was so sick.
That is Dubs and his magic that he runs. But again, I am reviewing some movies. We got the Gentleman's Roundtable here. We're going to go Roundtable. And tonight we're joined by Luther and Bill of Pinhead Pins. But first, I'm going to go on Reviews of Moose. I got the head change 100% Italian linen cap on. And, of course, I'm Reviews of Moose. All right, Dubs, your turn, bud.
Yeah, Brandon at Dubs Hat Hub. You can find me on YouTube at Dubs Hat Hub and the same place on Facebook. I'm wearing the Peaky Hat Workman and looking forward to talking pins tonight.
I'm Chad from First 508th Airborne on YouTube. I am wearing the Hales Funky Brims collab, the Imperial.
Like that.
What's up, everybody? And Ox wearing the actually Pinheads pins, JMW hats collab, the Reaper. Which came with that awesome Reaper pin. These came out around Halloween, right? It's got the inside liner is the Reaper. I thought this was a great cap, man. I could wear it any time of year. It's so awesome. So unique.
All right. And that goes to our guest now. We got Bill joining us and, of course, Luther. And so, Bill, let's go ahead and hear about the business. Introduce yourself and how it all got started. And Luther will fill in the tidbits after that.
Absolutely. Funny part is Luther and I have never met in person. We were we were in the groups, and everybody was kind of whining and complaining about Boston Scally and not selling enough pins or limiting them. And it was around Easter 2 years ago, and we were talking, and we were pissed off enough, I guess. So we started with an Easter pin with the original, the Wabbit, and people liked it. It took off. I think it sold out in 2 or 3 days, and it we
were really surprised on that. So
and as we started making a couple more pins, we kind of realized PayPal was going to be all over us for the friends and family thing.
Yeah.
So the intention when we did this was never to go legit, but it grew so fast on us. We wound up having to do all the adult stuff like taxes and get a bank account and set up a website and all that fun stuff. But I think Luther and I had a similar experience. I was talking to my wife one night and I said, "Yeah, we're gonna go legit. And we're gonna start a business and open a bank account and get an LLC and all that good stuff." And my wife just looked at me, guys. She works for a bank, and she just looks at me and goes, "You're going to send somebody you never met $200-300 to open up a bank account with you."
That's this whole world we're in a nutshell, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, that was it. Yeah, my wife thought I was pretty crazy for it too, and
it was just funny the way my wife just gave me that look like, "You're really going to send somebody $300? You're going to open up a bank account in Missouri?" Yeah. So I give credit to Luther on a lot of that. He wound up doing a lot of the original banking and whatnot, and got the LLC set up. I just signed some paperwork. So
cool.
he did a lot of that legwork. I give him credit for that. And he's the more creative of the two of us. So
don't sell yourself short there, Bill.
I send him ideas. He makes the magic happen after we fight like old married couple over what's going to work, what's not going to work. You're full of shit. I'm full of shit. You know how it goes.
Bill, that's not going to sell, Bill.
Yeah. And what pin did you say that about?
All right, so we did the Minuteman one on the first go round, and he bought this $2.50 clip art online, and I'm like, "What are you doing, man? That is not going to sell." And then like it sold out in I think 36 hours or something. I was like, "What is going on?" And so I had to like tuck tail and go back to him, but hey, apparently it's sold. So much so that we wound up actually using the image on a cap later on. Like people just love the Minuteman pin itself. So
Yeah,
that's an awesome cap.
Cool.
I got that one. Love that embroidery on the back.
Yeah, we enjoyed making it, and you come up with an idea. Some fly, some flop, and it's all part of the process. We don't. We've had pins where we've had them made and we didn't like them and we just threw them out. They never made it to market. It just didn't look like right. It wasn't up to what we wanted to do. And some of that happened, in the beginning, especially with when we were originally doing our pins, with a couple of the Chinese companies.
Chinese manufacturers, man, the details are not there. They're just not.
Interesting.
So it was a struggle finding a company that did them here, that had them manufactured here, and that's when we put it out there. You guys willing to pay an extra $1 for a pin instead of going to China and doing them here, and it was overwhelming. Yeah, have them made here, and we started with making the patriotic pins, which seems to be one of our niches. And then it just kind of grew the manufacturer. I think we tried 2 different people, and the one we're using now just kind of really stuck, and they'll work with us. And
I mean, and just the amount of details that they can actually pack in. Working hand in hand with them over the past, I'd say, year and a half, very consistently. Like I've got to learn what their machinery is capable of. So the art that we're able to produce into the pins, like almost down to I know how many pixels wide that enamel will actually fill in. So I can get in some pretty detailed work, and you guys have seen some of it. The parrot one actually was really stood out to me as more of a recent one that was just like blew me away when we got it back, and I'm like, I cannot believe they were able to pull that off. And that one's called Polly. If anybody was interested,
I'm trying to find it here
in your binder.
Yeah,
that one really came out.
I mean, the detail and this is all, it's not only AI, it's AI and then putting it into some software, and then, Luther has the company's color palette. He fills in each little section to make the colors pop. So it's a process just to get a pin going,
Yeah, like most people nowadays, we use AI for a lot of the artwork and stuff, just because I'm not the greatest of artists when it comes to drawing. I can draw, but not to the same scale. But the issue that we have there is the translation. So like Bill said, we run it through a few different software, different vectorizing and outlining, and still you got colors that overlap. A lot of technical stuff that goes with it, but there's it takes about 2-3 hours just on the art side of the pin to produce it. And so it takes a lot of time. In the beginning, it took way longer, I'll tell you that.
You learn from your mistakes, man.
That you do.
And we made a decision really early on to go soft enamel. And it does at times it gets a little frustrating because you are limited to what you can do. Where is a lot of folks want to use the I call it screen printing, but it's that UV where you can generate an image in AI, email it to China, and they'll make it exactly how you did it, print it on a piece of metal and cover it with a little enamel, call it an enamel pin, and we just decided we didn't want to do that because at times, depending on the artwork, you get some distortion, and we just didn't want to do that. We figured our niche would be just going regular soft enamel pins.
Yeah, and it's like being spoiled because I think you were the introduction for a lot of people in this community we're in. And then you get a little spoiled when you get a Pinheads pin, then you get other pins, and you're like, wait, this thing is not, it doesn't have texture. It's not, 3-dimensional. It's smooth. It's got a metal backing. It's like, yeah. So I think you guys are like the standard. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and it's for us, we have to be 5 weeks ahead of the curve because it takes. And that's not counting the time to do the artwork. So like right now, we know what all our releases are through about mid-October. We have them in hand, and it's kind of cool because I know what's coming up, and it's hard sometimes to sit on something I think is really cool for 4 or 5 weeks because we've got
to work with secrets.
I've been
horrible with secrets.
It's like you want to put it out. It's so cool, and you got to sit on it for a while to pace yourself.
Oh yeah, especially like one that like really comes out, and you're like, when are we releasing that? You mean I gotta wait 4 weeks to tell somebody?
Yeah.
We've been fortunate. A lot of people have reached out, to collaborate with us. Anox. We've done a pin with Ant. I think Sean over at the Bearded Scallywags was the first one to reach out to us. Said, "Hey, can you make me a group pin?" Yeah, that's an awesome pin.
Yeah,
that was really nice, man. Really nice. Yeah, I love it.
I know you and Luther worked together to get the details out on that one.
Really, you guys, you were talking about like the details. I didn't really know what was able to be done. You know what I'm saying? So it's amazing the detail you get, even with the horn of the ox coming out of the side of the pin, and the antenna of the ant coming out the side.
Yeah, I really wanted that to kind of pop. Like that's what I like. When you're driving on the highway, you see the billboard. You notice the ones that got the little things sticking off of them, like that's additional artwork. And so for me, that's kind of where that comes in. And yeah, you got to pay a little more. I think it costs us about 30 cents extra per pin for like any kind of cutout that we do that's additional. But man, it's worth it. We'd rather eat some of that cost to really make these pins just pop. I mean, you can't call it art unless you're willing to actually take it there.
Right. Absolutely.
And we've done the collaboration. Nick Nefarious over at the Scallywags, he's actually sent us his hand drawn art for some of his group pins. I don't want to miss anybody. Todd Swisher, he had us do 2 pins.
Cool. Yeah. That was actually really cool to get to do a Swisher pin.
Yeah, it was. Cool. We did the Swisher pins. We did for the Scally Cap Hooligans. We did. Can't think of the other ones off the top of my head, but it was a lot of fun, and we've done, we did the collaboration with Jason Wigger over at Hit there. We did a autism collaboration with Funky Brims. And
I like our charity pins, man.
Oh,
I definitely, those ones hit home for a lot of people, and they hit home for me as well. But the autism one was our first one. We've done a fetal alcohol one. I've got one coming up, but I'm not really going to touch on the details on that yet. We've also done it for, there's been times where people in the groups, our buddies have been having a hard time just getting through a area in life, and we've created pins just to kind of help them out and donate the proceeds. I mean,
That's awesome.
It's a community,
awesome.
man. Like it's just without the people in our community, we aren't anything. And like Bill said, we never thought any of this was ever really going to come to any kind of fruition. Certainly not right now where we're sitting on a podcast. I mean, this is. And people look at me all the time. They're like, wait, what do you do as a hobby side business thing? And I'm like, pins. And they're like, what do you mean pins? And I got to pull up pictures, and they're like, oh yeah. But then I pull up our sales year to date, and they're like, what? And they're like, from pins? And I'm like, dude, we never thought. Me and Bill started with $200 each, and we're like, all right, and just keep looking forward. And we thought about getting into caps and everything. As much as I want to do caps, pins are definitely. It's easier to eat the cost of a pin that's a bad production than a cap that's a bad production.
Yeah, I hear you.
So I would rather collaborate with cap makers than try to reinvent the wheel and start our own caps. Yeah. So it's Zia Caps. Mike over at Zia, amazing caps, man. Love it. That's what I'm wearing tonight. I'm wearing his green Kush.
And
I got that one.
probably
Yeah, I'm still waiting on my tea party. The tea party, man. That was when we told Mike that we wanted to do that one was really cool. I was like, but we've got to kind of have some stylings of this. We want it to be like nothing else. We didn't want just the standard red, white, and blue. And Mike really came through with materials, some ideas on just the stained water for the tea, the boat, the sail material. It really cool cap, man. Awesome collaboration.
And I have to shout out to the guy who gave us the tea, the bearded gentleman. And last second we got a thing. Hey, I do tea, and we wound up throwing in a nice tea sample with every tea party hat, and actually sent some tea. We had some left over. We sent them out with the pin too. So it was nice. As long as we're talking about the tea party, I have a size 61 left that was not purchased. So if anybody that's listening right now shoots Pinheads a message in your size 61, first one to message me, we'll give you the opportunity to buy it.
Dobbs, you can stretch that.
I'll let our viewers grab one, man. I'll let our viewers grab one.
Stretch it to a 64.
It comes with the tee and the pin and all the accoutrements. So as soon as we get off and I see the first person that messaged us, we'll send them a code so they can buy it for $75.
Awesome, by the way.
Yeah,
that's cool.
For $75. The funny thing was when we were started doing that is just the amount the interest that we had. It was unbelievable. I couldn't keep up with the messages. That first day we announced it. It was a combination of everybody really liked that pin. Pin sold out, and it sold out fast. It's got a lot of detail, a lot of cuts on it, and I don't know if you guys. I don't know how well you can see it, but let me.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's pretty cool.
I was taken off guard the day that Bill goes, all right, I dropped the info. Be ready. They're going to be messaging you with their sizes. Now, like I said, I
hate them up.
I work a 40-hour week job. I've got, my farm. I just 5 kids. We never stop moving. And my phone blew up. And I'm like, crap. And I swear, within the first hour, I think I had 119 people already in the spreadsheet with their sizes and everything. It was nuts.
It
Wow.
was.
How many of
It
those
was
caps?
nuts for like
How many of those
3
caps were
days.
there?
There were
How many did you
40.
40.
40?
Yeah, only
And
40
you
were
got the
made.
Glad Hatters. The Glad Hatters spun the wheel, right?
Yes. Shout out to them too. They're
Absolutely.
very good. They're very good partners and they're great guys over there. They run an awesome game. I've tried my luck a couple of times and didn't win anything, but that's all part of the fun is watching it, and you see your name there waiting almost to the end, and then you're done.
Close the door.
Dude, when we saw the Tea Party behind the scenes, when Mike showed us, I knew that sucker was going to be popular. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
I wish we could have made a few
Yeah.
more. It looks like
Yeah.
Ryan Reimer, you got the 61 in the Tea Party.
There you go, Dr. Reimer.
Nice.
Congrats,
There
Doc.
you go. He was the first one to chime in,
Yeah.
so he's got it.
Yeah, somebody made an AI video of that Tea Party cap, but when they did it, like they did a full-on Newsboys style in the AI video, and I got a hold of Mike, and I'm like, Mike, are you making a newsboy in this? He goes, no, and I'm like, oh man, like because I'm big on Sterkowskis and Brixtons.
Yeah,
those are my style, and
I love Kurkowski.
I have to.
That was probably Eric. Eric Shecky made that video. Sometimes it doesn't come out
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't come out. It sells like, man, you got to make one for me now.
I have to say when before I was probably when I first started. I wore these caps when I was young. We have a hatter in downtown Cleveland, and I used to take the bus downtown Cleveland with my grandfather, and I got my new hat every year. I got one new hat a year, and when I got back into them, I had a couple of Sterkowski and some of the older hats I had that still fit, but I ran into the Boston Scally stuff, and I was wearing those, and I was kind of a purist, and then Luther, I don't know where the hell he got it. I think he bought it on eBay, a Brixton, and then I was done. I was pretty much done with just 6 and 8 panels, and I started going to more Newsboys.
That's the progress right there for a lot of us.
Yeah.
Everybody throws up there all the time, like, oh, these are my cap companies that I purchased from, and I'm always like, why don't you have Brixton on there? And
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's just underrated. Their quality.
I just got my first Brixton a little while back. It's like made of actual straw. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. I've got one of those, and then I've got that and the black weave. That was a hard one to come by. They're hard to come by a lot of times because they'll sell out real quick, and they only put out a new cap like once every couple months. And
Right.
Yeah, and they're out of UK, I believe.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
Australia.
So I know, Bill, you're talking about you may have something to give away later on in the show.
Yes. Well, first let's. We've been pushing the tune in so that you guys could see the Minuteman 250.
Nice.
It's got a lot of the carryover features of the original Minuteman.
Nice.
And that is up live now. If you're watching and you use code Roundtable, all caps, you'll get $2 off. So
Great.
if you want to go over to our shop site and put in Pinheads pins, our site will come right up and that pin is available. And, it was probably, I think, I'm just looking at my board here that brought our whole archive down. Minuteman was like our fourth pin. It was a fourth pin. We went with the Wabbit, and then we went with Boston Scally came out with the UFC pin, and they were kind of plain Jane. So we actually
got that pin, yeah.
We had it made with that one, and that one.
That was the first one I got from you guys. Yeah,
really? Thank you. Like I was like the detail that we were able to get into the fencing on the ring. I thought it was great, and it never sold quite well. but
Wow.
they trickle in.
Yeah, I was on that fest.
Yeah, I mean, when Luther showed me the return artwork, and I was like, oh my God, the detail, and everybody was kind of whining about the UFC pins weren't as exciting, I guess, as maybe people expected. So, but yeah, that, and then we did right after that we did the Siren Mermaid.
Okay.
We did do that. That was
A lot of fun, and that one sold out.
We started getting into basically learning details, starting with that one. I think that was where we start cutting our teeth.
Yeah, that's one where we started getting into a lot of detail, and Luther was able to fill in colors and whatnot. So that one was a lot of fun. But I think probably what I think is Luther's signature pin was the 9/11 pin Gallantry, the fire mask with the building reflection in it. That one hit home for a lot of people, and it took off almost as fast as the Minuteman. I mean, trying to see if I've got.
That was nuts. The only one that I think sold quicker was We the People.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
The
Gallantry was that was a fun pin. Looking back, I wish I would have done it at 1.25 inch, but we did that one at 1 inch, and still just slammed details. And so I was tickled. I used to be all about, let's get 1 inch pins. Let's get 1 inch pins. And Bill was always like, no, we got to do them at 1.25 inch. And it finally caught on with me at 1.25 inch, but I was never big on the bigger pins. I always liked the smaller ones from Boston Scally. So,
right. Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean,
it's always intertwined with the caps. It's all about the pins. They basically add to the cap. Sometimes they make a cap. Honestly,
Yeah, I mean, we had a lot of fun doing that one. And then there was one. We had a pin last Memorial Day called the Fallen, and that one, I think the detail on that one was a lot better than even the Gallantry. I know Luther has a soft spot
home for me. I don't know, man. I got tattoos of dog tags around my ankle that say "Never Forget," and it was, being a veteran myself, designing the pin for like having a ghost soldier there while a child was visiting, a tombstone was kind of a cool concept for me, and throwing all the elements together. And I don't know if everybody gathered everything about the pin when it first came out, but I don't know. For me, those two were my absolute favorites: Gallantry and the Fallen. Probably my two favorite pins we've done.
Yeah, and for me, there are so many that Luther and I went back and forth on. I think a couple of my favorites, the original Krampus. The OG Krampus, that really took off. I mean, it blew out fast. Christmas, 2 Christmases ago, and then another one, kind of one of my favorites is the Bitter Old Fart. So
that's all. That's from the Mindscape of Bill, but I think he was inspired. He was definitely inspired on that one.
Yeah, it was a fun pin, and we enjoyed making it. I just kind of used it as a meme originally, and then started getting more and more messages. You should make that a pin. You should make that a pin. And then we brought it out of nowhere, and we got the Bitter Old Fart Club that's out there. that you got a challenge, coin a magnet, and the pin, and that really took off. We've got it took off enough where we have a Halloween Bitter Old Fart in production, and then we already have a concept for Bitter Old Fart for Christmas. So
yeah, no, the
we've
bitter
got
fart ain't going away. It's
yeah.
gonna around like the
I need
13th.
I need to find this group and join it like ASAP, man. So,
The 13s are our other key collection that we carry on. Those are fun. It started out with just Friday the 13th, and now we try to throw some different concepts at the 13. And so
and it started with
the cat
the black.
calendar, right? Yeah.
Started with this one, the black cat with the calendar, and it you know, it took off. It sold quick. And then what we did was we made a promise. Everybody that bought that, every Friday the 13th, we would come out with a new pin, but you had to have bought the previous pins. So that it kind of made it a little exclusive. And I mean, the group it's full. There's a full 100 people that have been buying that. So a lot of new people wanted in. So we did a like a buy-in pins that you could get in, and that was the recent one that we did was that rat with the number 13. I don't know if you guys or any of you are into that 13 series, but I'm trying to see if I've got it. Yeah, I got it. So this was kind of the buy-in pin.
Oh wow, that's
It's
cool.
Got that
I think I
3D
have that.
pop
Cool.
with the spider webs and
yeah,
yeah.
cool.
So I will give you guys an exclusive. The November is the last Friday, the 13th this year, and that is going to be a Krampus pin.
Nice.
So those of you folks that are listening, that are in the
That
Friday,
one came out so good. Oh, it came out so good.
what the Krampus?
The Krampus 13th. Oh.
Yeah, it did. You took my sloppy AI and made it work. I knew what I wanted. I couldn't really draw it, and I couldn't get AI to make it the way I wanted it. And then I had
difficulties with that.
Yeah, but you did it, so that's all that counts. you made me happy. That's all that counts. But it's a cool pin. And I know a few people are going to be aggravated because they're not going to be able to get it because they're not in the Friday the 13th little club, but it's sharp, and I think a lot of people are gonna like it. I think next year there's only one Friday the 13th, so we get a little bit of a break because this year we had 3. The year before we had 2 Friday the 13th, so we kind of timed it up. Right. So,
or did we get lucky?
Yeah.
Either way.
Either way. If you're not a Templar, you should be fine.
What'd you say?
I said if you're not a Templar, you should be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the other things that, whenever I'm reorganizing pins and pulling things out and trying to keep things straight in the inventory, I come across a pin that sold out 6 months ago. So we started a little thing called the Pinheads Vault. So from time to time, if you're paying attention, and I'm a night owl, I don't sleep well, so I'll just throw a sold up pin up at 2:00 in the morning, and give the guys who who are up and working nights a chance to grab a sold out pin. So
that's cool.
That's cool.
And every once in a while, he'll put up a post saying, "Oh, Luther opened up his vault." No, what Luther did was he cleaned out his truck, and he had the purple envelopes that Bill sends him in his truck that he forgot about, and goes, "Oh crap, I've got 5 of these pins just sitting there, and they've been sold out for 6 months." So it's not me opening my vault; it's finally getting around to cleaning the truck.
Yeah, that's funny.
And I think probably one of the other more popular pins we did, and And I just think these blow everybody away. Has been our we ran a series of
Yeah.
pins for the Guinness cap,
Yeah.
and it's funny because we go to great lengths to not trademarked, copyrighted. We go to great lengths to make sure we're not infringing or stealing anybody's art or copying something somebody else has already done. So when you try to do something Guinness, you got to be they're very protective. So we try to be very careful, respectful of other people's art and other people's trademarks and copyrights. I think we pushed it a little bit when we did the Chuck Norris pin, but I believe we altered his likeness enough where it's him, but it's not.
Yeah, but the man deserved it. He deserved it.
There's a lot of
Earned
Chuck
his
lookalikes.
place in the enamel world.
That was
Could have been
Chuck
Uncle.
Morris,
Could have been Uncle
not
Chuck.
Morris.
Could have been Uncle Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck Morris.
Yeah, and so that one was a lot of fun, and we try not to do the reactive stuff, current events or react to whatever Boston Scally's doing. But sometimes somebody, like with the Guinness pin sold out. Right? Make a Guinness pin. When we made one, it sold out. People were still, can you make another kind? And I think we're on our third or fourth alliteration.
Might be fourth.
Might be four. With the current ones, the toucan sitting on the gate of St. James. I don't know if I've got that. Yeah, I do have that one down here. I don't know if you guys saw this one. This one was really cool. This one is the only one that's still in stock.
Cool.
That one packed a lot of detail into it. That was fun.
Yeah, I mean, everything we try and do as much detail as we can get away with. And then when we did the We the People pin, we don't remake it, so we went with that Bill of Rights pin. Modified it quite a bit, so and that sold really quick too. So there's a lot of stuff we do a second or third alliteration on, but it's not the same. And
I'm sitting here looking at our release dates, and the one I don't see is the Scotchness Monster. I don't see anything on our list for that, and
now you're gonna make me get the list up.
Well, I was just thinking about it. I'm like Guinness, Scotch. I'm like, oh, we have.
You know what? It isn't on the list. I'll add it to the list. So now we're halfway through October.
But I'll say like
Cheese and crackers.
I used to buy these pins from
figuring shit out on the
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else recalls them or have seen them, like little Nessie floating in a Scotch glass, and I used to sell them like I'd buy them off Temu and sell them as the Scotchness Monster. Well, I finally got around to actually creating a pin of the Scotchness Monster, my own variation and rendition of it. So
nice.
That's why I was looking at the list over here, and I'm like, he's forgotten one.
There you go. You live. You guys are live and in person at a production meeting.
That's right. Moose forgets what guests are coming on every week. So
I got a calendar now.
You want to go roundtable?
Yeah. So before we do your giveaway and all that, we're gonna go roundtable. We ask a couple questions just from us. We'll also take a couple questions from the audience.
Absolutely.
You kind of hit one of the questions that I was going to ask originally about like Boston Scally when they sell a pin so fast. If you guys try to jump on that and try to kind of, not saying piggyback off them, but there's a lot. I mean, you see the comments on Facebook, how many people are pissed off because they sell out caps or, things like that. And so it's like, it's only right for a company to come in like, hey, well, these sold out. And we offer these, which kind of goes along with, you had the Guinness one. It kind of goes along with those pins. And that was my original question, but you kind of answered that already. So
we try not. I don't like to, Luther and I had this discussion earlier today about Yeah, you can follow Boston Scally and make a pin here and there, but the problem becomes after people are done being pissed off in a few days, I still can't get the pin for 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, and that
So
answers my next question.
and then the magic wears off.
Yeah. We started that way. We followed the Boston Scally themes off the start. I mean, that was just kind of the way that we could stay relevant with the community, and we knew that the pins would sell along with the caps, but then we started jumping ahead of them. When we came out with Bad Bunny, like the just so happened that Easter they came out with this bunny it wasn't the hair 2.0 but it was some bunny one, and he was all pissed off.
Cottontail,
And
I think, is what it was.
I was like, yeah. I was like, yes, we beat him to the pin. So,
If I'm not mistaken, you guys beat them to the Christmas story pin, right?
Yes.
we did.
Yeah.
Yes. We released the Christmas Story pin set a couple weeks ahead of them.
Yeah.
So that was kind of fun. We had the eyeglass and the fragile, and I'll tell you what, trying to work around those copyrights.
Yeah.
So I mean, the eyeglasses, we really couldn't find anything that was copyrighted about that, and the copyrights on the leg lamp were basically the whole leg lamp. So we hid the leg lamp in the crate. And just put the lampshade up. So it was fun, and it was fun for me because I don't the Christmas Story house is maybe 15 minutes from my house, and I've done the tour, and it's a pretty cool place.
I always wanted to do that.
Yeah, that's real cool.
I had it scheduled actually as part of a trip with my son out there, and we were going to stop there on the way to somewhere else, and COVID killed it. And I never redid it, man. So
COVID just about killed that museum too. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It killed or almost killed a lot of that small stuff. And I mean, I don't know how many folks that are on, know twice a year we give away, Christmas time we give away a pin. With every order you'll get one of our free. This was the very first one we did, a Santa hat with pinheads on it. Right. Last year it was an ornament. So we try, I think we give away about 100 of them. So first 100 orders after Black Friday, we give that pin away, and then we give a pin away on our anniversary date, which is we usually do it right after St. Patrick's Day. Orders from then start getting one of our free logo pins. The original logo pin was what you used in your
yes. Yeah.
Could not think of an idea for a logo pin, and I'm like, dude, we're blowing up the pin game. And so I came up with this A-bomb cloud, and I'm like, yes.
I was going to ask where the heck that came from. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was too.
No, I was just sitting there at work one day, and I'm like, Bill, I cannot think of, I went through 50 different ideas, and none of them were just hitting home. And then I sent him the mushroom cloud, and I was like, we're blowing up the pin game. And he was like, that's it.
Dude, the mushroom cloud made my job a whole lot easier when I did the intro, man. It was automatic, just coolness. So
it was a really cool intro, man. That was so dope.
Yeah, I really like that.
I'm like, Doug, this week we're in the apocalypse this week, Dubs. Do something with
it. My second part of my question is, when you guys place an order, you said it takes 3 to 4 weeks to make. What is the average amount of order that you're putting in?
100.
100.
We order 100. We order 100 of every pin. A couple go into our archives. Luther gets a couple, and then we wind up probably selling about 95 of them.
Yeah, the truck floor gets a couple.
The truck floor gets a couple.
Yeah.
And we'll sell originally a 90. I like to hold back 5 for
in case
USPS oopses and stuff like that. So it's And honestly, somebody says that, I've only ever had one pin returned because somebody didn't like it. So
Oh wow.
I remember. Was that the Frankenhead?
It was the
Frankenstein one?
Frankens. It was.
I remember that conversation.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
It was. Guy did not like this pin.
I have it. Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
it's not like it was bait and switch. There's pictures of them all over the place.
Like I said, I used to like to do
wasn't-
1-inch pins.
What
And that
was
Was his
his
name
complaint?
John K. Leary?
Yikes.
Yes.
I mean, we didn't take the pin back. I just refunded them his money.
Yeah.
Because somebody doesn't like something or something gets damaged, we just send out a new one. We don't. It's a pin,
Yeah, on top of it,
Yeah.
we're like, hey, here's a 20% discount on the next time you order from us. Like, hey, we're really sorry. I mean, we're a small company, man. Like, we ain't out to nickel and dime anybody or screw anybody over.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we hold some pins back just in case. And stuff
So-
happens in the mail. So
yeah.
I won't
John-
even
John
give our
said,
personal pin. I've done it.
Yeah.
Bill's been like,
That's
dude, we're
Sean's new
completely
saying
sold
now.
out.
Really?
What'd you say, Luther?
I was saying, like, there's been times where you've been like, hey, man, we're completely sold out of this. And this person's like telling me that it's stuck in the mail or something. And like, either you or I will wind up sending out our own personal pin. Like,
Yeah.
I get it. He keeps like the full vault and keeps one of everything in it. But there was only one pin that we did 50 of. And that was the Hawk Tua pin.
It's-
What did
I
that
don't
pin
even
look
remember
like?
that.
What's
That's
that?
going back
What
a
in the
couple of
world
years now.
ever? Whatever became
Hawk
of that
Tua.
girl, man?
Okay, the
That's
Hawk
our
and the Tua.
that's our rarest pin.
Yep.
That's the Grail. Octo is the Grail.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Lord.
don't think a lot of people know we even made that. I mean, we saw it, and I don't know. I had a bug up my ass, and I said we got to make a pin for that. And
Yeah, we're trying to get away from the pre-sale game. Just I think in the long run we are far enough ahead now that we're not trying to chase stuff anymore. I mean, early on, yeah, we chased relevant things, we chased things here and there, but over the past year, we've kind of slowed down on the pre-sale. Unless people were like just really interested, like, hey, whatever, we want to buy it, we don't mind waiting that long. We started doing a lot of rush ordering, so that way we could start getting them in 2 to 3 weeks instead of 4 to 5. But we're trying to get away from the pre-selling. We want to be able to get pins in people's hands within a week of them seeing the pin. And so that's kind of our next step in our evolution on the company is get there before anybody else. I mean, that's really the only way that works.
All right.
Right.
So,
All right, Dub. Dub's up.
So,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah. So you guys kind of touched on both of my questions as well. You kind of answered it by talking about soft enamel. I was just curious what the difference between soft and hard enamel was,
I
and
was
which do
wondering
you
that
prefer?
too.
Yeah, and which do you prefer?
Definitely soft enamel. The soft enamel gives that texture feeling. It's basically like a liquid ink that goes down in and basically it settles into place. And that's what gives those lighting effects. When you sit there and look
Okay.
at a pen, that's what gives it its depth. It's what gives it its nice feel. The hard enamel is more like a resin that it's in place and then it's like UV hardened. And it's just, you don't get the same dips in the pins. It almost comes off as almost like as if they had taken a polisher and just polished the whole top of it.
Okay.
So there's just more personality when it
Gotcha.
comes to
yeah, and honestly, the soft enamel that we're and Luther's perfected the artistry part of this to get the shading and the depth and the shadows and how we even did a glow in the dark one.
Hell yeah, we did.
But last Halloween, I don't know if you guys.
Pumpkin, right?
Yeah,
Pumpkin
it
Jack
The
and
Jackonade.
Yes. Yeah.
Jackonade. Yeah, it glow in the dark. We posted a picture of it glowing in the dark, and it blew out. So it was.
I want to do another glow in the dark. It's 50 cents extra per pin. So we don't want to sit there and just oversaturate with what we've got. I would rather put out one glow in the dark per year.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So my next question, and you kind of covered this too, but AI is a big conversation in the creative world. Do you guys utilize it? What do you think? Does it take away or does it give? I'm on both sides of it myself. I think it's a great tool. So just curious what you think about it.
Personally, I use it as a tool. You still have to come up with the ideas. You still have to. It's like a photographer, man. You still have to have an eye for it.
100%.
Yeah.
So regardless, I mean, I can sit there and pump through 300 generations of something, and then at 300, you're finally like, that's it. Like, you don't go with, well, this is what it generate, within the first like couple.
Exactly.
My the Lady Liberty that I did, man, I think I did more generations of that than anything that we have possibly done. And like my camera roll on my phone is just so many iterations, and I just couldn't get it. And so I had to wind up actually constructing most of it myself.
I got that Lady Liberty, dude. I love it, by the way. I got it on my Mulligan Gear Cat, made in America.
Okay, so do you have the one that was screwed up with the blue outline?
Let's
or
see.
With the black outline?
Yeah, the blue outline, which
does kind of look blue, actually.
Good. Okay, so that was the messed up version, and we were like, hey, dude, our customers bought this pin. They wound up having to replace part of those. And I actually liked the blue better.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite pins. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
So and as far as AI goes, just to add on to what Luther said, it's all about the prompt. I mean, some of the pins that I've sent Luther, I've spent an hour building the prompts to get the hat in the right place, or to get. I let Luther deal with the colors because he's got the company's color palette. But to get it to get something to stand right, or when we did, I want to say when I did, I sent the original Bitter Old Fart in to get the texture on the coat, and to get the way the shillelagh was held, and to get all that. It's we're just not putting a few prompts into AI, printing the picture, and sending it somewhere to become a pin. There's a lot of work, and occasionally
100.
Occasionally some swearing back and forth with Luther, and
I know with what I do with intros, I'm still using like editing software and placing them all together myself and creating storylines. So I'm just using that one specific part, and it's a great tool to use. So
yeah. I mean, definitely it's up the game for most artists. I mean, if like they say, half of photography is editing. I used to do a lot of photography. So if you can't edit a photo, sure, you could have a good eye, but when it comes down to the editing, if you can't edit it, it's not going to pop the way that somebody else who does know how to edit can actually handle it. And so again, you use your tools. It's like playing pool with a bar cube versus playing with, even a little bit better, like a McDermott or something. You're gonna enjoy the game a little better. So
most definitely. By the way, you got a beautiful background to take photography. I mean, there's a good landscape. It's a lot of good landscape views right there.
It's all I have around me. It's just wide open pastures. It's
nice.
It's nice.
I'm still waiting for you to send me my bacon.
I just picked up a steer the other day. I filled up a whole freezer. I was like, we had to clean one out, but it's
that's awesome.
All right, Chad.
I did just have piglets, so you'll get bacon at some point, Bill.
Nice.
Congrats.
So I wanted to ask, what time of year is your most successful time of year for selling pins? I mean, is it around a certain holiday like Halloween, Christmas, St. Patty's Day, or 4th of July? Or
I might view it a little different than Bill. I think June has successfully been some of our best months every year. But
what about June?
It just, I don't know what it is. I think it's just the fact that people aren't sitting there like having to buy Christmas gifts and all this other stuff. Yeah, we sell some around Christmas time, but as you guys notice, we don't put out a lot of Christmas pins just because it's not a big time of year for people buying pins. They're buying gifts for other people at that point in time. But something on the contrast, on the opposite side of the year, people are like, yeah. I mean, we have so many orders that just roll in every day. And he'll be like, "Did you see this weekend?" I'm like, "I can't believe this weekend." And we're right here in the middle of the heat of the summer, so yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, October does well. Everybody loves Halloween, but it really slows down between December and March ish. Easter starts picking back up.
You don't find you get a lot of St. Patty's Day pins that people want, or don't you guys really put out many of those?
We put out a couple.
Yeah, I mean I'll tell you what, probably the same for St. Patrick's Day, probably the fun one that we did, the Bishop.
Yeah, the Bishop. Cool. Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, that one, that one hit home for a bunch of folks. We sold that. We do have the Trinity pin we put out. I mean that blew out. I mean that we
I blew my mind on that one.
We wound up having to order another 50 because we had thanks to the U.S. Post Office, we had a bunch of lost, we had a bunch of damaged. We had to replace like 25 of them. So if you're looking for that Trinity pin, there's still a couple in stock. I don't know if one of those made it down here with me.
Yeah, we can't do orders less than 50. Even with 50, we still have to pay for shipping and handling. That's why we usually do hundreds, because at hundreds, we get free shipping to us. And the cost is so negligible when it comes to the difference of, like, we're saving $15 overall if you order 50 versus 100.
So I wanted to ask, do each of you guys, out of all the pins you've made, what's each of your guys' favorite pin?
Mine's either going to be Gallantry or Fallen. Probably Gallantry. It was one of those, where were you? Everybody knew where they were on 9/11. And so making the pin of the skyline reflecting in the firefighter's helmet was kind of one of those moments that brought me back. I do have another pin coming out for commemoration again this year. It's not the same. It's completely different. So I think people will enjoy it.
What was your MOS in the Army? What branch did you serve with, or what service?
Navy. I was Navy and aviation electrician, but awesome. I was on P3 Orions, so we converted them for thermal imaging and found buried weapon caches and advanced forward of convoys and stuff to find buried IEDs and stuff like that. So,
well, one vet to another. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, man.
Likewise. Thank you.
All right, I'm up, I guess, right?
Yep, your turn.
So I got a few questions here. You did touch on some, but I'm going to go right for the juicy question. And
go for
that's going to be, I know for myself, I'm mostly known in the t-shirt game, right? So for me, I sort of love the competition. I love when Nick puts out a shirt. I'm like, damn, that's a good shirt. Todd Thorne puts out a shirt. That's a good shirt. I got to get going. That motivates me to put out a shirt, make a design, get my ass up. How do you guys view the competition? Because there used to be just a couple of you, and now there's more starting to grow, like everything. Do you view the competition as motivation, or do you view the competition as sort of like you guys were the first, and you'd rather have none?
Thanks, Christopher.
Healthy. I think the competition's healthy, and we've watched companies start and fall off the map.
Thanks, Shorty.
And it's just, I welcome any competition out there. I strive to be able to still put out the best details of pins, and as long as I can keep my focus on that, I'm not worried about what the rest of people are out there trying to do. Like I want to give to the customer what the customer wants. I'm not trying to just pump out. And yeah, man, I want more competition. Let's be honest. I want somebody to be able to step up and start putting out the same details. Now, you never get better at chess until you play somebody better. And
Right.
that's how I view a lot of this stuff. Like you were talking about with Nick's shirts. Yeah, man, he comes out with some killer designs.
Yeah.
So that helps you step up your game.
Right.
And you're like, well, is this clean enough? Are the details there? Can I put this product out? And so, yeah, we enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I actually, when I see one of the new pin, somebody making some pins, and I look at it and I'm going, yeah, we did that first. We started sending out the thank you cards, and then now everybody sends out a thank you card. I still think we're the only ones that do a sticker for every pin, but I see guys putting some stickers out too. And I mean, it's all trying to differentiate yourself. And, it kind of gives me a little smile when I see people copying us. You go, well, you must be doing something right. We're doing it right. And, other people are following behind us. I honestly think that there isn't anybody doing the quality that we're doing, doing the detail with the soft enamel. And it's hard. I mean, we invested in some software. Luther's convinced me that he needed his own iPad to do the art, and
True.
What's your wife have to say about that?
Well, Bill, what's your wife say about
it?
No, in all due
proof's in the pudding. He's getting it done, so I can't complain.
Absolutely. You guys do have the best detail. I mean, that's my opinion. In all due respect to everybody else, but I think I speak for these guys as well. When even the reviewers, when we first started, now there's 4 times the amount of reviewers, and it is in a sense flattering. It's flattering as well because we each have our own spin on it, and imitation is the best form of flattery, I guess you could say. But a lot of people do it in their own way too. So there's so many hats to be reviewed, and it's become more of like a community thing. We all look at each other's reviews, comments, and stuff like that. But my other question is, I think Mark was going to ask this, but I don't know if he touched on it. The Boston Scally relationship that you had, to what extent was that relationship? Like you guys retail some of their hats, you had some of their hats, and how does it work with them as far as being a wholesaler, retailer, or whatever you want, whatever have you?
We look, we can't get the Goonies or the Quint. The wholesalers can't get those. You can only get the standard stuff. So that's why one of the things we wanted to try was, we tried this cap. It's basically a caddy. We bought a bunch of them wholesale, had them embroidered, and you're not making the money Boston Scally's making on them. But it turned out, I think I've only got 3 or 4 left out of how many hats did we order, Luther? 50, 60?
I think it was 50.
Yeah. So, and people like it. So we're looking at a couple other of Boston Scally's standard hats, and I think we're gonna pick one of our more popular pins in the spring and do one in the spring. I mean, it's for a first time through experiment, everybody seemed to was well received. So we'll probably do it again. And from time to time, if I'm cruising Boston Scally's wholesale site, we'll snap up some crakes or whatever. It's something that they've got available that we know that, people are going to want, and resell. We usually do it in the spring right before St. Patrick's Day and load up on crake and other hats because we can sell it for the same, we can be competitive on those. But they won't let us, the Quint and the Goonies and all that stuff. We can't touch it.
I think I remember Chris Lopp was saying something similar. But doing the embroidery on the back was a great idea because that makes it your own individual cap. Then, how do you do the embroidery? Do you guys do it in house or do you outsource that?
No, I ran sports booster clubs at a couple high schools when I was coaching high school football, and I have 2 or 3 embroiderers that they'll and I order all our company logo stuff, so I've got access to, and I would not want to try and do something like that in house. I don't have the time, the patience, or the talent.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing when Chris Gotti was showing that to us from Boosted Brims. How he does it in the machine he invested in and everything.
Yeah, I mean, and those guys, make, just like us, those guys that, like Mike from Zia, they're making an investment and they want to make a quality product. And I'm all for that. We've collaborated with Funky, Zia, Jason Wigger. I can't even think of everybody. We've collaborated with quite a few people.
Me.
you, Nick Nefarious.
And we mean no disrespect to anybody who we've forgotten to mention. I mean, it's been a wild ride for the past 2.5 years of something that we never thought we would ever actually do. For one, it's just life led us in this direction, and everybody finds their niche. They find their little corner where you can sit there. I don't know. It's just also fun bringing some joy to people's lives. Like, I've got 4 mom tattoo pins that I want to give away to people. I found them on the floor of my truck. It's not even a
man.
joke.
I gotta see this truck, man. Like,
it's just an F-150, but dude,
sounds like the bottom of a purse.
I work so much, and I drive over an hour each way back and forth to work. That it's an extension of my house. So I try to keep it clean. Like if I go work at a site that requires a clearance, like crap, now I got to clean out my truck. Well, I haven't had to do that in 2 years. So, yeah, I'm gonna wind up putting up a post here, probably within the next week or two about giving some of those. I know that we had a guy a few weeks back who was really looking for a mom pin, and I believe Bill wound up hooking him up.
I took care of it.
Tattoo pin, and after I found those, I'm like, man, I was like, there's got to be four more souls out there, who mourn their mother and could really use the pin. And so I'm going to wind up doing a giveaway for 4 people on that.
And I think too, when we talked about some of the charity stuff we did, this was probably one of my favorite charity pins.
Oh, the money, yeah.
Oh, you're excellent. Got that.
Yeah, we wound up selling them and shipping them out for Kraft family, and we wound up giving them 50 to sell themselves to raise money. So that was one. Again, we covered 100%. We designed it. We had it made, and we sold them, shipped it out, sent the family all all the money. Nothing, no charge to them. So got a soft spot when they talk about kids.
Oh.
Yeah, and I know we're talking about community, man. It's like a lot of us did things for him, and just listening to you guys and talking about over the last 2.5 years how you guys built. And you never thought you were going to do this, and you didn't know where it was going to go, and it kind of just took a life of its own. That's this whole community and all the whole overlap and everything. It's crazy. It really is. I never thought I'd get this out of social media, which I always shit on in the past.
I did too. I hated it.
You guys never even met. I mean, we never met. I mean, actually, Dubs and Moose met in person. That was a little adventure. They went to Harley Davidson with some bikes and everything.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, it is, and I'm on a lot more than Luther is, but it's just amazing some of the characters and some of the great people you meet.
Definitely characters, man. Great.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters out there.
All walks of life.
I tell Ant that every day, man. It's like so many characters. You could do like a sitcom sometimes, man.
Yeah.
I
mean,
it's like a big movie.
Always
if you ever saw
drama.
the Billings
Little
Bunch
drama
page,
here and
Dustin
there.
Billings does it. He does like caricatures of everybody making different scenes.
I actually got a question from the chat here.
Go ahead.
It is,
Cool.
what is the best advice you guys have for designing a pen if I wanted to make a custom one?
Message me.
Yes, Luther's helped out. I can't tell you how many people Luther's helped.
Yeah, I've helped people get up and started, with some advice on different companies they could kind of go with, different styles of art, even different like little programs and stuff that they can use to kind of refine their outlines and stuff like that. So, yeah, just shoot me a message. I can.
I'd like to get my YouTube channel done, my logo.
Right on.
That would be cool. That would be really cool.
The handprint with the paw.
You guys are a really cool logo, yeah.
Yeah, you do, Chad.
And there's one more question here. Any chance the Harvest Reaper pen will return? I'm not saying, I know you guys don't remake, but maybe a new version?
I'll have to check my floorboard.
It's gonna have to be your floorboard, man, because I've taken care of a few folks. Shoot me a message. I've got stickers left. That's about the best I'm going to be able to do. But
is that this one, the one that came with this cap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right there, yeah.
Let me write that.
Yeah,
down.
we made that specifically for the cap. So we've made. We've only made one other Reaper, and that was part of the Friday the 13th series, I think. We made that.
Yeah, that was the holding the
number 13 cool ball. That was that's probably one of my favorites. Was that one, which was the second
idea.
That second pin. That'd make a cool T-shirt. I'd let you steal it.
Yeah,
I like the gingerbread one.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Oh man, I really wanted to start like blending up some concepts and some ideas, and I'm like, dude, some evil shit is gotta go down. And so I was like thinking, I don't know why, I was like some crazy evil gingerbread man where he's just been at war, like he's battle hardened, fatigued, he's got a bite taken out of him. And yeah, man. So we've got some different styles of art coming up.
We made that gingerbread for halfway to Christmas, and it was only available on June 25th. We sold a little better than half, so I put it up again on July 25th for Christmas in July. And if you're still looking for one, Black Friday, I'll put the last 10 or like 10 or 12 left. We'll put the last 10 or 12 up on Black Friday. But we wanted to do something a little different, something unique. And I was actually, I figured we'd sell enough to get enough interest for Christmas, but there's not going to be any left come Christmas.
I don't think there will.
It moved out. Like I said, they'll go back up Black Friday probably.
Yeah.
There you go. We need an evil raccoon pin for the memories.
I mean, we better get moving, or the evil raccoon's going to come for Luther. Like he did.
You better.
I don't get pest, man. I really don't. Like I have all my chickens are all free range. All my ducks are free range. I've never lost a single one. Not one.
Cool.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
You don't have any
Coyotes,
raptors in
I
the
have
area?
so much open field that there's not enough tree line around here to where even coyotes like to come out here.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
but you
Makes
don't have any
sense.
raptors like hawks or eagles or anything in the area?
Nope, nothing. I am
Wow.
so blessed that
Nice,
we
nice.
see
That's
hawks every once
surprising.
in a while. They just don't. I guess they get enough feed out in the fields to where they don't want to even come over and mess
Right,
with.
right.
But I did
No,
want you're talking raccoons and whatnot. We do have a little bit of an oddball series coming, and I'm not going to reveal all of it. But the first, your first rodent, I guess, was our honey badger. But this is coming in a couple of weeks. The old stink eye.
Stink eye.
I don't know if you guys can, how well you guys
Yeah.
can see that.
That's awesome.
The skunk.
I love that, man.
So little Cyclops skunk action going on there.
Yeah,
And
I thought Bill was crazy for throwing out that idea to me, and I'm like,
Hey.
you know what?
Cool.
He's had
There's-
crazier.
there's weird shit going on in my head at 2:00 in the morning when I can't sleep.
Well, that's a
No,
perfect
there's a
example.
whole
How is
lot-
it comes from here, and then AI is a tool when
Yeah.
it comes from here.
There's
That's
a
when the
whole
best ideas come.
line of weird ideas just like that we have coming out of Bill's head.
I gotta
Because I
say
was like-
though, a skunk
we-
that's a cyclops is pretty original, man. That's not been done
Yeah,
that I'm
yeah.
aware of.
That goes with the stink eye,
Yeah.
Steve.
And
Yeah,
he's looking dapper
we-
too. He's got a nice suit.
What did you say?
I said he's all dressed dapper and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all dressed up, but yeah, we have a few along that same vein coming. I'm still trying to get Luther to send my possum in, but
Oh yeah. I'll tell you what, Bill. I'll tell you what. If Stink Eye sells like you think it will, we'll do the possum.
yeah,
I'll tell you what. We'll even throw in an evil raccoon if y'all want one.
I sent you an evil raccoon already.
Dude, you send me so.
It's got to be a raccoon biting Jim Mulligan's leg as a pin.
Yeah.
Oh,
And put
Sorry,
it,
we
like,
get
what
to
did he
that.
say?
Want to get to that giveaway before we run out of
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
we
Let's do
have we have a mystery bag of pins, 5 pins. One of the pins will be the Minuteman 250, and you'll get 1 or 2 pins that have not been released yet. So, however you guys want to give it away, go ahead. And if you got a lot of response and we need to give a second one away, we're more than happy to do that.
All right. All
All
right.
right.
So I gotta get my chat ready because they come in pretty quick here. Let's see here. Everybody loves the stink eye, by the way. But
Awesome.
Everybody loves the stink eye.
so what do you guys think? Should we do the first pin they created? Is the trivia question?
Sure.
Yeah,
All right.
that'll
So
work.
that'll be the trivia question. The first one that answers the correct answer, the first pin that Pinhead Pins created will win the Minuteman mystery set.
Yep.
5 pins total, correct?
Correct.
All right, so let's go ahead and start typing in those answers. And I have one answer here. The Santa pin?
No.
No. All right.
We need some sound
Check my
effects.
other one here because I have 2 different streams going on. That's why you see me checking over. Pinhead Santa hat.
No.
No.
Negative grasshopper. All right. Let's see here. I gotta pull up. There we go. I got both my screens going here now. All right. So we got a cat with a 13.
No.
Nope.
John Leary,
Uh-oh.
incorrect.
Yikes.
Pumpkin. All
We
right.
showed it at the
9/11
very
tribute.
No. Nope.
The original Minutemen.
No, that was the
Close, but
4th
no.
pin.
That was the 4th pin.
You guys showed it in the beginning.
Yes.
Santa Paws.
Ooh.
No,
close,
but that's a nice that's one of my favorite pins too. I really liked Santa Paws.
The Salt Girl.
Nope.
No, we got a lot of flack for that. Remember that?
Oh man,
We
the
posted
message I had
that.
to
We
put up
put
for
that
that.
pin out, and then a week later there was a school shooting.
Nope, old
Oh,
fart.
shit.
A lot of these are
we
fairly
don't need to talk about that. All right, the old fart.
Nope, that's
No,
all of those
that's
are pretty new compared.
yeah.
The Santa
The
chick
Santa
one.
Raw.
chick one. That's what it's called.
The Santa, I believe it was called
Raw.
Santa Baby, but no,
Santa
that was not
baby.
it.
No, that's not it. That was fun
That's
one
cool,
too,
man.
though.
That's
I
cool,
am.
The
man.
siren.
No,
That
that's
was the
close.
third pin.
Or third.
Oh, shit.
The evil Roger Rabbit type.
Is that close enough?
Yeah,
I'll take it. I'll take it. It was
that's
called
it.
the
Yep,
Wabbit.
yep.
The Wabbit. The Wabbit was the very first
The
pin.
Wabbit.
The Wabbit.
Wabbit.
So I'm guessing it's Gregory Miller 4037. Have him
Yep.
reach out to you guys on Facebook. Send him
Yep, have him shoot us, Luther or me, a message. Just need an address. We'll take it from there.
Congratulations, Greg.
Congratulations. Yep, Greg gets
Congrats.
win the mysteries.
Now, I
now
don't
everybody's
mind.
starting to say the Wabbit.
Bill, if you want to give away another one, I got another good question for him. But
Go ahead. Shoot.
all
go.
right, well,
Do
heck, let's give away another one. What was our first American-made pin?
Ooh, first American-made pen is for another set.
Like actually manufactured in America.
Yes.
All of
Yeah.
our pins are now manufactured in America. All of
Right,
them.
right.
God, I hope you know what it is because I don't remember.
I remember.
All right.
Did you guys mention it? You mentioned it?
I don't know if we mentioned it on here.
Lady Liberty,
Nope.
the Parrot,
No, Parrot's too new. We're thinking about almost 2 years ago. So about Yeah.
How about a hint? Was it American themed or not?
yes.
It was American themed.
It was
Okay.
it was a patriotic pin.
the
Yep.
Rugged Flag.
Ragged old flag. Yes, sir.
So
Good job.
Brimden Penn got that one.
Good job. Good job. All right.
Nice.
All right.
Now
So
that you
Brendan
say that, I
Penn-
remember it.
Of course you remember it now.
For
That was fun.
those of you that have been, I mean, we've had a lot of people asking. We do have another American flag pin coming. Close to the same veins as that one. You know, 'cause obviously we don't remake, but we do have an American flag coming. It's called the Pledge, and it's coming right before
It's
Labor Day.
different, though. It's pretty
Yeah.
different. It's not ragged or anything. I think everybody will like that. It's some old school vibes to it. It'll bring back your childhood.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a great pin. It'll be coming out on September 6th. And if a lot of you guys been watching, you know, in the groups, been following, we've been having Eric Bowman do some sneak peeks for us. So if you follow Eric at all, he's been doing some sneak peeks. He's got a few of our unreleased pins. We've been having him do some sneak peeks we usually drop on Sunday. We'll have him do some sneak peeks. He's been a great.
Dan doing any?
Dan the Matching Man is still working with us and doing his reviews on our pins. If you looking for a code match Dan 15, get you 15% off on just about every pin. We don't do any discounts on the new releases, so this is kind of folks using that Roundtable are getting a little bit of a treat because we usually don't discount the brand new pins. And Dwayne also is a great supporter. He's got a code Dapper Dan, which is also 15% off. And I got to give a plug to Paul Sellers. He does a lot of reviews of our pins too. He's a great dude.
Yeah,
like
Paul's a good
Paul.
dude.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, hold on, because the person that just won the second one, yes, Mark,
Yeah.
I have your address. Mark Keller just won the grab bag. So right on, man. Good for you.
Yeah. Congrats, Mark.
Congrats, dude.
All right. So, do any of you guys have any other questions for these guys?
No, I do not. I don't have any questions other than the ones Luther going to do my raccoon and my possum.
For me, man, I don't have a question. I wasn't into pins at all. Only when my son went up to the Cooperstown tournament for baseball, they all trade pins of their teams. Yeah. I gotta say, like, it was always about who had the special, most rare pin. I wish I had your guys' pins. I would have brought a bag up there and traded kids for the cool pins that they had. But I never thought it was gonna be something I was into with the caps.
Yeah,
and
sometimes
some caps I won't put a pin on a cap that I'm wearing like formally. Then there are other caps where without the pin, it's just not, it's just not the cap. The cap sometimes, the pin sometimes makes the cap,
Yeah, I don't often look for the cap. I'm sitting there judging what am I going to wear today by the pin, and
right.
But I never was a pin collector before any of this. Like I got into Boston Scout, and I'm like, wait, they sell pins with their cap. What is this crap? And then, and then the 9th anniversary came out, and I wound up like I bought the cap. I never bought the pin. Regretted instantly not buying the pin after it sold out. Finally got one though, but that's what started the whole pin thing for me. It was like I don't want to be without the pin, just nuts. Pins.
Yeah, you guys that won, make sure you message me or Luther so we can get you your package out.
All right, and I got one more question. Do you have any more question, Dubs or Chad?
No. I was just going to say we appreciate you coming on. Dude.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Oh, thanks for having us, guys.
Oh, load of fun.
I got one more question from the audience. And any idea how many pins you've released so far?
Oh, did you get a count, Bill?
Let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 50 on this one, 50 on the back. 150, including what's coming, 155 right now.
Awesome.
Yeah, we did. I think last year we did 2 a week for a while. So we've been pretty good.
We had a slow year last year because I was working the 610s out at the battery plant. I thought we had a slow year.
No, we did. We were dropping 2 a week for a little bit in 25, and then this year we kind of throttled it back to 1 a week. I just don't think it's great to drop 5 or 10 pins at one time. People just pins get lost in the shuffle. So we stick it to once a week. Everybody's waving.
What's up?
Which one is that, Luther? Who's that?
It's Finley.
Okay.
Well, Finley. Here, hold on, boy. We
got to
throw a zombie on you.
There you go.
Ow.
Well, again, thank you guys for joining us tonight. It's been a blast. I gained a lot of knowledge for sure.
Guys, awesome.
and greatly appreciate it. The Roundtable code is good until this time tomorrow night.
All right, so head over to either Pinhead Pins on the Facebook or their shop at. Use the code Roundtable. You'll get $2 off the Minuteman 250 pin.
Yeah. And if you guys personally need anything from us, you guys just reach out to me or Luther. We'll take care of you.
Yeah, anybody want to learn how to
appreciate
get
you guys
game.
Coming. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And everybody have a great night.
Come back anytime you guys want for a drop. Whenever you want to come back.
All right. Thanks, man.
All right, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Later, fellas.
Later.
Pull up a chair at the Gentleman's Roundtable. July 28th, 7:30 p.m. Central, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Tonight, the boys talk pins with Pinheads Pins. And this one is going to be the bomb.